Hi, I'm Jody Jeline, and I help you heal past traumas, hurts, and wounds because these show up physically in the body. They cause weight gain, digestive issues, bloat, pain in the body. And I help you to heal those emotions because healing those emotions are the gateway to have a great body, a healthy body that you love for life. Now, today I want to talk about how to open your third eye. And I want to talk about my experience of how my third eye opened. It was like, whoa. I mean, it was like that. It just boom opened. And the crazy thing is when this opened, when this all started, I was like, do other people see this? Because I was clairvoyant. Like I could see beyond this dimension. That's how I know my third eye opened. But at the time, I was trying to figure it out. And I'm like looking online, I'm typing, I see energy, like I see colors, I'm seeing all these things. Do other people see this? And I couldn't find anything at the time. So here's my experience. So I'm meditating, one day I'm just sitting there meditating, and I was sitting on my couch, and I happened to be, facing the way of the sunset. And for some reason, the sun's coming down, and for some reason, I just started staring into the sun. And all of a sudden, the sun disappeared. It was like everything was the same color, so to speak, like no color, like just sky. Like there was no sun there. It was like gone. And then all of a sudden, these bursts of color. It was a magenta. It was like a baby blue, little different than the sky, not the same color as the sky. A yellow, again, not the sun, just a yellow color, green, like all these colors. Just I was like, what the heck? Just and I was like, I kind of blinked. I'm like, what just happened? And then boom, the sun was back. And so I was like, okay. So I start looking in the sun again. And within 10 seconds, like I can do it immediately now that my eyes open, right? And my clairvoyance is open or my ability. So I look in the sun again. And like I said, within like 10 seconds, all of a sudden, sun disappears, bursts of color, 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 color. And I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. I mean, this is not stuff you see in this 3D world. Okay, this is beyond the third dimension, probably the fifth dimension or higher. I don't know. So then all these other things started happening. I could see energy, and it was like, oh my God, it moves so fast. And then the room, this was like, it might have been the next day or a week later. I can't remember exactly because this was like 10 years ago. And like the room filled up with this, I don't want to say smoke because it was a little lighter than that, almost like a mist. But it was like like the dry ice kind of mist. The whole room was full. And I was like, what is going on? Like, oh my God. And so these types of things kept happening to me, like, and then with my eyes closed I can see things very clearly, like with my eyes closed. So I'm shown pictures of lots of different things. I get codes, I get numbers, I've seen portals. So all these things just started happening through this clairvoyance that opened up for me. And what's crazy is I want to show you this. So you see, I have a little brown spot there. Isn't that interesting? Don't look at the wrinkles. You don't see any wrinkles. Oops. Whoa, now I'm making it blurry. Sorry. But yeah, you see that? Isn't that interesting? It's like, oh, because the Indian culture does that. So, um, you know, representing their third eye. I don't have to, it's right there. And I don't know when that started. If it was around that time, I have no idea, but I just find that interesting. So that's just a little side trivia. But the sun is what activated me to open my third eye. And what's interesting is, so when you're working on wanting to open your third eye, and oh my God, I want you to because it is so cool. And I'm sure you probably will experience something different than I did. We will all probably see different things, have different experiences, because it's your experience. And you may have a different way of opening your third eye. Now, see, this was 10 years ago when the sun was yellow. Now, if you haven't noticed, because it's amazing how many people haven't noticed, because I'm always like saying it to people and they're like, oh, I never noticed that. Look in the sky, people. Look at the sky. Look at the sun. Okay. Look at the sun. It is not yellow anymore like it was, growing up 10 years ago. It has shifted in the last 4 years. It is white. It is pure white now, not yellow. And this is because we are going through an ascension on this planet. Now, that's a whole other topic that I'm not going to get into on this, unless you want me to talk about it. Put it in my, write it in the comments. Hey, I'd love to hear more about that, and I'll share that. But now the sun is so white and so strong. I even have a hard time looking at it. And you should do it sunrise, sunset. I was doing it during the sunset, but now when I can, I just, it almost hurts a little because it is so strong. So I think it's a little harder now, but maybe not. You can play with it, but do it maybe during the sunset or the sunrise and see what happens. Because what really happens is, okay, first you got to get out of your head. Okay, we are so programmed in this world. This is the 3D world. We're programmed to be in our head all the time. And so when you're in your head all the time, your thoughts take over. You're in this dense reality, this 3D reality. But what you're seeing clairvoyantly is not 3D. It is not of this dimension. So I don't want to go too deep. We're multidimensional. Like the dimensions are here, but you just can't see them unless you raise your frequency, open your third eye. So when your third eye is open, it's like you're not looking out of your eyes. It's your senses. This is another sense. You've heard sixth sense, right? So this is your sixth sense. This is your inner knowing. It's the stuff we're not taught. We're so indoctrinated to be in our head and thinking brain constantly that we don't open up our sixth sense. We're kept so busy, 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 busy. Got to make the money, got to do this, got to do that, push, 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 do, do, do. That's not the way that you open your third eye. Now, what happened when I meditated? Oh, I slowed the mind, and I had been doing it for a few months, maybe. At that time, I wasn't that long before that I had just started meditating. And so when I meditated, I got out of my head. So when you meditate, meaning just quiet your mind, okay? You don't have to do this big thing, right? You just stay in quiet. You just sit in silence. Your mind will never stop. So don't think you're doing it wrong. It never stops, but it does get quieter. But it's getting out of your head and getting in your heart, getting in your body. Okay. This is what opens you up to who you truly are. And you have this ability, and you have many abilities. But when you're so in this dense world of the pushing and doing, like I said, it keeps you from who you are. That's why meditation is so good, because it quiets your mind. It gets you out of the constant thinking, drops you in your heart. I know I'm repeating this, but I want you to get it, not hear it. Okay. Feel it. Get it at the heart level, like in your body, like embody what I'm saying. You may have to listen to this more than once, because this is not stuff of the mind. And you 100% can do this. Okay. And I'm like, one of the things that I had heard a while back was, if you look into a candle, like straight eye level, and stare into a candle, that helps open your third eye. I haven't had experience in that, but that could be something you could do. The other thing is, where energy flows, attention goes. Okay. And intention is everything. I could do a topic on that too. Intention is everything. What you intend, this is how powerful you are. What you intend, you can do. So if you intend on your third eye opening, focus on that third eye. Close your eyes, focus on that third eye. Picture it opening. Picture yourself seeing beyond this dimension. Just picture colors. I see purple everywhere. It's very cool. So how badly do you want to do this? Take the time. Sit in meditation. Again, you're quieting the mind. You're not looking out of your eyes. So see what happened. Oh yeah, when I blinked, I took it all away because blinking brought me back to looking through my eyes. That's why it went away. So when I stare at it longer, like when you stare at something, and you can pause this and do it right now. When you stare at something, like you start to leave, if you can see I'm staring, but I'm starting to leave my visual into beyond that. Makes my eyes burn. Like you're seeing beyond that. So just take a second, pause and try it and just get a feel for what I'm saying, okay? Just get a feel. How does this work? Okay, what do you mean? I just stare and right? Just do it. This is how you start to learn. This is how you expand through experience, experientially, I guess is the right word. And just keep practicing that. Meditate, focus on your third eye, intend on it opening because you're very powerful with your intention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. It is real. And I'll tell you, worlds will open up to you. Like I cannot, I'm facing the window, I'm looking out at the sky right now. I don't see a sky. I see a matrix of all kinds of activity. It's hard to explain, but I don't see a sky. It's all energy. It's fascinating. I could tell you story after story with different things that I see, but it all started with meditating, quieting my mind, looking at the sun, and seeing beyond just my eyes. So, a good way that I would suggest to practice, and I think that's why the candlelight, right? Because you're staring at the candle. I don't even know that it's really the candle. Now that I'm speaking this, I didn't even realize this till I'm speaking it out. See, we're all learning, right? So it's probably the process of staring at that candle that starts to open you dimensionally. And I do it like this because this is what you'll experience. It's really hard to explain, but it's almost like peripherally you see it. Play with it, practice it, ask me questions, like put stuff in the comments. Let me know, how is it working for you? Did it open anything up for you? Because I'll tell you, we are going through an ascension right now, and things come to you much faster than they would have, 10, 20, 30 years ago. This is why the sun is white, in case you didn't know that. Things are changing. The energies that are hitting the planet are shifting the planetary energies. It's very exciting where we are going. And it's vital right now that we raise our frequencies so we can shift dimensionally also. So, opening your third eye is a very amazing way to shift your energy, to start your gifts, your spiritual gifts coming out. I mean, it opens up a wild ride of things. Like I have orbs that fly around. Now I don't think I've seen them in this video. They're in some of my videos. They're here sometimes. Sometimes they're not in my videos, but I love when they show up in my videos. If you watch some of my other videos, I have orbs that fly around me. Those are light beings. And all this started 10 years ago. So I want to support you in doing this. So again, write in the comments like, okay, I did this. This is what I experienced. And maybe I can, help you along, answer any questions. Just see what opens up for you. And don't give up. If this is something that you really want, keep doing it and allow. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Don't force it. Don't force or push. Like, come on, why isn't my third eye opening already? That's not going to work. All of this is allowing. So think of me looking in the sun, just being. I was just being, looking in the sun, just kind of staring at the sun, being with the sun. Hope I'm not creeping you out staring. But you're staring at the sun, so you're present with the sun. You're not saying, "Hey sun, open my third eye." Okay? You're just being. Just be and allow it to unfold the way it's supposed to unfold. So if you're listening to this, you're meant to watch this or you wouldn't be listening to it. There are no coincidences. Okay? This is to let you know that you can have this. And it also is here to let you know you just allow your experience for your soul to unfold the way it's meant to unfold. But it's no accident you're here, though. Okay, so I want you to know that you are loved and you matter. Okay, peace.